This is a multi-step equation. Looks a little tricky, but it's not if you just follow your steps. So my first step would be to draw my river. Always start there. And I see on the right-hand side, I see a distributive property. Negative 5 times 4n would be negative 20n. Negative 5 times negative 2 would be a positive 10. And I drop down this negative 1. On the left-hand side, I just bring everything down on the same level. Now on the right-hand side, I see a 10 minus 1. These would be like terms, so we'd use the commutative property to combine them. 10 minus 1 is 9. So I would have negative 20n plus 9. Bring down everything on the left-hand side. Now remember, I always like to work with my letters first. I like to get to my letters on the left-hand side. You don't have to do that. I prefer that way. I try to do the same thing every time. So I'm going to move my negative 20n to the left-hand side. The opposite of a negative 20n is a positive 20n. These 20n's will cancel. I drop down my 9. Drop down my negative 25. Negative 3 plus 20n would be positive 17n. Now I need to get my negative 25 over to the right-hand side. So the opposite of a negative 25 would be a positive 25. These 25s will cancel. Drop down my 17n. Would equal 34. Now I can see that if I divide both sides by 17, 17 goes into 34 2 times. Remember, the way I like to do this is draw my river first, because it makes things easier. Follow step by step by step. I move all my letters to the left-hand side, then all my numbers to the right-hand side, and then solve. If you follow the same steps every time, no matter what the problem is, you always get the right answer.